Over the past few years, I played tons of roller coaster games, and one of my favorites has always been Theme Park Tycoon 2 on Roblox. I've tried all sorts of challenges in this game, including recreating real life roller coasters using only basic editor. And well, I'm gonna be honest, they didn't always go as planned. But today, I'm gonna be taking on my biggest challenge yet, arguably. And I'm gonna be recreating Hyperia from Thorpe Park only using basic editor. And Stealth keeps having a rollback. What is going on? What is actually going on? And there's no better place to do it than my actual mini Thorpe Park recreation that is completely unfinished. But we need to go and find the multi-launch coaster, which is actually over here. Now I want to make this actually kind of look like Hyperia, or that's the whole point. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually paint the track and the train. So we're going to just go ahead and build our station over here. I say this is what the track sort of looks like. I think it's actually a bit darker than that. I think this is more like it. Alright, so we're going to put some brakes down. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to change the track type to this. What we're going to do, we're going to go to more pieces and actually find the sloped turn. Not this. No. Yeah, I'd say sort of like this, so we can get some speed before going into the lift hill. Alright, so now we need, this is the part when you go up the lift hill. It is definitely not that. No, it's steeper than that. We're gonna have to do this. So we're gonna go up as high as we can until I feel like stopping the lift hill. I feel like we're gonna run out of space here. Is there a way I can move this? I think maybe this is high enough. This ride is literally going to heaven. Okay, now we need to recreate that amazing first drop. This is taking forever, bro. I don't know what's going on here. Alright, so I don't think I've done this right, so I'm gonna have to give it a test. Alright, so now testing out the first drop. I don't know what's going on here. So you have that twist here. Can you recreate Hyperia basic editor? Alright, so I may have to do some kind of weird thing and have to do this. This is gonna turn out terrible. Alright, so now we are gonna go up into our first element, and I'll do it like this. I don't know what this is meant to be. Then we'll go down into that little airtime thingy and into that amazing element with the outer bank. Now this should not be that hard, but knowing this game, it'll make it hard. Oh, out of bounds. Alright, let's do this again. So with the outer bank like this. Now we need to do that cool inversion where with the twist. This is shambolic. Now into our final inversion with the stool. My only question is, can you actually make this inversion? And I don't think you can. Maybe we can do a half loop down. Oh, we can. And this is where the splashdown would be. This is absolutely horrific. Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Alright, we might actually have to move this to this side a little bit. Do our little bunny hill thingies. I'm sorry, I don't know what the name of it is. We're going through the track here. This is not very disabled collisions friendly, or even Theme Park Tycoon 2 friendly. We're literally going through the track, and here we go back into the station. And one thing I just realized I forgot to do is change the track type. So right, so I'm gonna paint the track and do whatever I can to make it look better. So yeah, I'll see you when that's done. And here we are with Hyperia from Thorpe Park. Yeah, that is shambolic. And words can't express how bad this looks. This might be the worst basic editor challenge I've done ever. Alright, so without further ado, let's give this thing a test. Alright, so here we go on Hyperia. Around this weird bank turn. It's really awkward in real life, but it's funny. And up the 236 feet tall lift hill. And down our crazy first drop, which is actually mental. Oh my gosh. can't lie. Punch me if I'm wrong, but this might be better than the actual Hyperia. And yeah, okay. You know what? At least we made it around the track, because that ride definitely could have valied around here. Oh my gosh. Well everyone, that was Hyperia in Thorpe Park, recreated in Theme Park Tycoon 2 by your one and only Maple. And if you want to see more basic editing challenges, then subscribe and like. I'd appreciate that a lot. Anyways, take care everyone. Guys, I'd just like to say, if I've forgotten to put any credits down, comment down below and I'll add them to the description. Obviously I'm gonna aim to put them in, but if I forget any, let me know. And make sure to subscribe, or I'll send you for 50 laps of Rattlesnake non-stop, or maybe 50 laps of Saw the Ride. What would you prefer? Okay, bye now.